Hi. Welcome to JS Joshua YouTube channel and Facebook page. My name is Joshua. In this video, I would like to share with you a very important key and ingredient of success. Attitude. The extra plus in life. Attitude determines altitude. Attitude determines the success and failure of one's life. Listen to this powerful statement. Your life will never change until your thinking changed. Your attitude is your most important asset in life. It is not your house, your laptop, your car, your jewelry, your beautiful clothing, etc. Attitude is more important than facts, education and money. Attitude is more important than your skill, talents, giftedness and appearance, etc. Attitude will either make or break a company, a home or one's life. Always think and meditate on all the good, the positive and great things in life, in everything. Be positive, think right and think of all the good and grateful things in life. John Maxwell, the most authoritative to teach on leadership, said, "Life is 10% what happened to me and 90% how I react to it." This means, your attitude determines your success or failure in life. Our attitudes are the extra plus in life. Our attitudes will make the difference in leading others. Great leaders understand that the right attitude will set the right atmosphere. Thus, enables the right responses from others. Without good and great attitude we will never be able to reach our full potential. Walt Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. The 1983 Cuz report on American business said that 94% of all Fortune 500 executives attributed their success more to attitude than to any other basic ingredient of success. Robert Half International, a San Francisco consulting firm, asked 100 America's largest companies' vice presidents and personnel directors to name the single greatest reason for firing an employee. Observe and study the responses. 30% incompetence, 17% inability to get along with other workers, 12% dishonesty and lying, 10% negative attitude, 7% lack of motivation, 7% failure or refusal to follow instructions, 8% all other reasons. Notice, second to sixth reasons were all attitude problems. Dale Carnegie Institute analyzed the record of 10,000 people on success and get a conclusion. 15% success due to technical training, 85% due to personality trait, and the number one personality trait is attitude. Our attitude determines what we see, and how we handle our feelings. Neil Money, in his book Belief Can Influence Attitude. He done a test in a university. He called 3 professors and told them these. "You are the best and finest teachers in this university. You all have the greatest expertise and we will give you 90% high IQ students to teach." Then he told the students who are going to sit under those professors, "You all are selected best and highest IQ students in this university. The finest professors here are going to be your teachers." What do you think is the result then? These students achieved 20 to 30% more than all the other students in the university. The principal then called the 3 professors and confessed to all of them. "You all actually do not have 90% highest IQ and brightest students. These are not the most prominent students except averagely good only. They were all chosen by random and gave you for experiment." The teacher said, "Then we must be exceptionally good teachers?" The principal replied, "You all are actually not the brightest and finest teachers in the university. Your names were the first 3 drawn out of the hat." The difference was the attitude and expectation of both the teachers and students all changed. The students become serious and study with tip-top mindset and attitude. The professors also taught with finest attitude because these are the finest students with the highest IQ. The entire treatment, mindset, behavior, attitude and commitment in their study and teaching has changed. As the results, they received 20 to 30% better grade than other students in the university. Remember, life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. Norman Vincent Peale relates an interesting real-life story in his book, The Power of the Plus Factor. In his book, he has mentioned a very interesting real-life incident. At Kowloon, Hong Kong, passing through a tattoo studio with all kinds of tattoo samples displayed, one of these tattoo sample got his attention. The 3 words tattoo on a person's flesh as sample written, "Born to Lose." Asking the Chinese owner of the shop, "Does anyone really have that terrible phrase tattooed on his body?" The shop owner replied, "Yes, sometimes." Norman answered, "I just can't believe that anyone in his right mind would do that." The Chinese shop owner tapped on his forehead and replied with his broken English, "Before tattoo on the body, tattoo on mind." You see, once our minds are tattooed with negative thinking, our chances for long-term success will definitely be diminished. Very often, we literally see people sabotage themselves because of their wrong way of thinking. People with negative and wrong attitude may start well and have a few success. Sooner or later, their wrong and negative attitude will pull them down and ended nowhere in life. Let me share with you 2 very interesting stories. 1. The bonsai and General Sherman tree. The bonsai is a beautiful miniature tree that most people like to have as decorative item in their homes. The General Sherman is a tree planted in the gigantic California jungle which grows as tall as 272 feet with circumference of 79 feet. Chopping down a General Sherman tree will be able to build 35 5-rooms bungalow. At one stage of life when both bonsai and General Sherman were in the seed form, both were of the same size as a seed. Why is it that bonsai is such a miniature tree and General Sherman gigantic tree? The Japanese tied down all the roots of bonsai when it was small. As the result, the bonsai became stunted in growth and become a little, cute, miniature tree. What do you think if bonsai in its seed form being placed in that gigantic forest of California? Many people going through life being tied down by other negative people in their mindset. What makes you think you can do it? If really so easy, many already succeeded and you have no chance. I was like you, full of ambition, but now after growing older I realize that life is not that easy as I have thought. You want to be a millionaire? You must be crazy. You want to make big profits on internet? Listen, 95% of people fail on internet marketing. Becoming a young entrepreneur? You must be out of your mind. I don't know why whenever I get close to success I always fall flat. All these sound familiar? Let's stop listening to all these negatives and start focusing on the positive. 2. Shinichi Suzuki. When the baby was just few weeks old, he plays music for him, one music piece 1 month until the baby grow up to 2 years old. Then, he teach the mother in front of baby for 3 months. After which he put mini violin instruments in little kid's hand and teach him. In 1964, the first Japanese Suzuki tour group performed in the USA for music educators, and in 1973 the tour group traveled in Europe. The pessimists complains about the wind, the storm and the surrounding. The pessimists blame everyone and everything else except themselves. The pessimists always give excuses and justify themselves as on why they aren't successful. The optimist expects it to change. The optimist expects great things to come in life. The optimist's always striving for excellence and great things in life. The positive attitude leader adjusts the sail. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you'd like to win but think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. Life's battles don't always go to the strongest or fastest man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Nick Vujicic said, "Stand strong. If I fail, I try again and again, and again. Never give up." Watch this short video inspirational message by Nick Vujicic.
Anyway, I have a couple of things to show you. I play drums. Do you believe me? I actually play drums. I get the drumsticks in my teeth. I'm just joking. Now look, I have a drum machine up here, and we're just gonna. So what it is basically, it's a pad, right? And there's like 16 buttons, and so each button represents a sound, right? So I'm not pressing play or anything like that, right? You see my foot? All right, it's like serious, okay? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. There you go. You like that? Is that cool? Beautiful. So I have a tennis ball here, and I just want to show you how far I can kick this thing. And a lot of people are like freaking out, you know, how can you do that? And I just want to show you, it's really, really cool. Can I have a volunteer, please, to catch a ball for me? I'm just going to maybe just to get you to move back. Keep on moving back. Keep on back, 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 back. Keep on back, 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 back. I'm joking, bro. I can't kick that far. Come forward. It's all good. I'm just joking. Right there is good. Right there is good. Now, that's a pretty big kick, so I'm going to take a little bit of a run up here. So, let me just just I was saying it's so good. I just wanted to see if I get you scared a little bit. All right, here we go. Are you ready, mate? Now, when you get this ball, don't throw it back because I can't catch. You understand me? All right, you ready? Here we go. When you get this ball, just come up here on stage. Is that cool? Ready? 1, 2. Look at that. All right, real quick, I've got a phone up here. It's not my cell phone, but it's a normal phone. I just ripped it off the wall. I'm going to actually show you how I can actually flick this phone onto my shoulder. It's very cool. So it's actually not always guaranteed that it's going to happen the first time. So what happens when you fail? Very good, very good. So can someone give me a sound for ringing phone, please? Thank you, thank you. I'm coming! Ready? Hey, is that cool? Awesome. There are some things in life that are out of your control that you can't change and you got to live with. The choice that we have, though, is either to give up or keep on going. I want to ask you, what are you going to believe? Are you going to believe in yourself? Are you going to believe everybody else's judgment on you? I tell you, life is interesting. Life's a journey. I have to take one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. You can only take one step at a time. I don't care how big your step is, it's only one step at a time. You can't do 2 steps in one. You understand? So it's like one step at a time. And you take steps in this direction, you take steps in that direction. Sort of get lost along the way, and sometimes you fall down. But honestly, along the way, you might fall down like this. Ready? Right? Hello! Right? So what do you do when you fall down? Get back up. Everybody knows to get back up, because if I start walking, I'm not going to get anywhere. But I tell you, there are some times in life where you fall down and you feel like you don't have the strength to get back up. Just that fear paralyzes you. And I just want to ask you today, do you think you have hope? Because I tell you, I'm down here, face down, and I have no arms, no legs. It should be impossible for me to get back up. It should be impossible for me to get back up, but it's not. You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. But if I fail, I try again and again and again. For as long as I try, there's always that chance of getting up. Does that make sense? And it's not the end until you've given up. And just the fact that you're here should persuade you that you have another chance to get back up. There's still hope. And I want you to know that I found my strength in Jesus Christ, and you're going to find your strength in whatever you find it in. But I just want you to know that it's not the end. It matters how you're going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? And you will find that strength to get back up like this.
A man without hands and legs, yet able to be a great inspirational speaker and motivator, inspiring millions of people around the world. Attitude is the difference maker. Watch this short video clip in the movie Rocky, how Rocky inspire his son to think rightly with positive attitude.
Nobody. You know, living with you, it hasn't been easy. People see me, but they think of you. Now with all this going on, this is gonna be worse than ever.
It don't have to be.
No, sure it does.
Why? You got a lot going on, kid.
Oh, what, my last name? That's the reason I got a decent job. That's the reason why people deal with me in the first place. Now I start to get a little ahead. I start to get a little something for myself. And this happens. Now I'm asking you as a favor not to go through with this, okay? This is only gonna end up bad for you, and it's gonna end up bad for me.
You think I'm hurting you?
Yeah, in a way you are.
That's the last thing I ever wanted to do.
I know that's not what you want to do, but that's just the way that it is. Don't you care what people think? Doesn't it bother you that people are making you out to be a joke and that I'm going to be included in that? Do you think that's right? Do you?
You ain't gonna believe this, but you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching you every day. It was like a privilege. Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame. Like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life. Don't forget to visit your mother.
Nobody is gonna hit as hard as life, but it ain't how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. It's how much you can take, and keep moving forward. That's how winning done. What a powerful, positive, inspirational message. Listen to these powerful quotes. We cannot choose how many years we will live, but we can definitely choose how much life those years will have. We cannot control the beauty of our face, but we definitely can control the expression on our face. We cannot control life's difficult moments, but we definitely can choose to make life less difficult. We cannot control the negative atmosphere of the world, but we definitely can control the atmosphere of our minds. Too often we choose to control things we cannot, and too seldom we choose to control what we can, which is our attitude. In closing, let me share this story with you. Roger Bannister, 4 minutes mile. Since ancient days of the Greek, people were trying to achieve the 4-minute mile. They even put lions to chase the runners to try breaking the record. Tried drinking tiger milk and still won't work. Finally, the doctors and coaches concluded and announced to the world that it is impossible for human being to achieve a 4-minute mile. People believe this for over 1,000 years period. It is impossible for any human being to achieve a 4-minute mile. Doctors said, our lungs will break, heartbeat will stop. Bone structure are just not made for that achievement. So, all kinds of theories have surfaced in the world by doctors and psychologists. In May 6, 1954, at the age of 25, Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile barrier by achieving 3 minutes 59 seconds and 4 milliseconds minutes and later 3 minutes 58 seconds and 8 milliseconds minutes. He proved that the doctors, trainers, coaches, psychologists and hundreds of thousands of runners were all wrong. Just within 1 year after the record, 37 runners broke the 4-minute mile record. Then, more than 300 runners broke the record another year later. Few years later, in a single race in New York, 13 out of 13 runners all broke the record. Listen, even the last runner also broke the 4-minute barrier record, which in the past nobody believed that any human being could ever do it. Attitude is the key to success in life. Great attitude means great life. Poor attitude means poor life. Bad attitude means bad life. Well, the choice is yours. That's it for this video. We tend to hope you learned a few tips through this JS Joshua YouTube channel video. May God bless you with good health, prosperity, wealth and great success all the days of your life. Take care. Do remember to give a thumbs up and subscribe to JS Joshua YouTube channel and like and follow JS Joshua Facebook page for future updates. Thanks for watching.